Hello there, this is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. Life game. Ain't did a life game in a while. Life game. Know who you are so no one can gaslight you. Know who you are. And this goes beyond man gets woman. I mean, you could use that in dealing with women so they can't mess with you, but this is just life in general. And gaslighting is when somebody try to mess with your head. They'll try to do something and, they'll try to fuck with your head or something. Like, I give you some examples, right? Like, of course I get some detractors on here every now and then, and they'll say some dumb ass shit. They'll say some dumb ass shit. I would fuck with their heads. Used to be I would fuck with their heads. Like, I remember when I first got started on YouTube and somebody would say, well, you shouldn't talk like this or you shouldn't do this and stuff. I say, okay, well, show me how to do it. Show me how to do it. But there was like a couple things that somebody was messing with me on. Like, I actually had somebody mess with me about my bookcase. Say, you don't wear that many books. Well, first of all, I'm like, I got what I want. What that matter? And I ain't realize it was a competition to have so many books or something. So I'm like, whatever. But see, I knew I have on my shelf what I have on my shelf. So I was like, what the fuck? But I said, person trying to gaslight. Then there was somebody trying to gaslight me about the number of people I have on IG following me. And IG ain't a big deal for me. Ain't that much money there. I mean, yeah, you can do something, but let's just be real. Ain't that much money there. It's a supplement to everything else. And even then, ever since I had my medical emergency a couple years ago, I ain't been big on that anyway. I might put a picture up every now and then on I ain't that big on it. But somebody trying to mess with me, I'm like, what's up? Right? And it's always somebody trying to mess with you on something. Or somebody trying to, my favorite, I get this every now and then a little bit more. Somebody had tried to get me on age. And I'm like, everybody ages. What the fuck? How you gonna mess with somebody and make them feel bad? Everybody going to age. Everybody aging now. Shoot. You gonna be older tonight than you were this morning. But that was people trying to gaslight. And I'm gonna tell you what. And I'm gonna tell you probably the best lesson I got in dealing with gaslighting was back in high school. And we used to joan on each other. We used to just mess with each other, all in good fun. In fact, it was one time we walked into class one time, and the teacher came in and said, "Look, everybody, close your books. We're just going to joan on each other." And that's all we did. We were just joning on each other. We were just having fun and stuff. But we learned how to take it. But I remember this one guy. Somebody called him a biscuit-eating bastard in high school. They said, "You nothing but a biscuit-eating bastard." He just looked at him and said, "I like biscuits." But look, here's the bottom line in all seriousness. In all seriousness, right? Like I always use myself as an example, let you know, hey, I've been through it. You don't let nobody fuck with you if you know who you are as a person, no matter what. I don't care what it is. Like in relationships, I use that thing that's always talked about a person's height. Like always, yesterday, once again, I watched the Gift That Keep On Giving, the balloon pop show, right? And inevitably, there's always a woman that come on there and say she don't want a particular guy because of height. Shit, I think the producers of that show, they purposely do that. Be getting some tall ass woman or something and get some short ass guy. And they know it's going to happen. I think they set that shit up personally. I don't know for sure. But, what the fuck? Oh, okay. Dude, just drive shit. Anyway. look, you are what you are. Somebody try to fuck with you, like say a woman try to fuck with you on that, but you short statured anyway. Trying to make, they see, if they trying to say something bad or something, they just trying to gaslight you. You'd be like, whatever. If that's who you are, that's who you are. And that's with anything. And see, you get people out here, they'll try to fuck with your head on something. They always trying to fuck with your head. And I'm going to be real. Like, it would be tough. I'm going to be real with y'all. It's tough. Any detractors, it's tough with me because, trust me, coming up, I had some people come at me, but we ain't going to get into that. But you develop a thick skin. One, you develop a thick skin. Two, you accept stuff. Because what they'll do with somebody doing gaslighting is they'll make you feel bad about something that's really a part of who you are. Like if that's your height, that's your height. Or your body build or something. Or, or somebody trying to mess with you on your looks or something. It's how you look, shit. Nobody can fuck with you on it because that's who you are. That's who you are. You don't worry about whatever. And see, as a man, especially, just know who you are. Because then somebody can't come at you. Because the thing, like I said, what people will do when they trying to gaslight you, they'll try to take whatever you got with you and try to make you feel bad. They'll try to come at you. And I've seen that happen with some people. I've seen that happen. I've seen some people have some stuff said to them, and they fucked up. And I'm like, for what? That's you. It's just like that dude said back in high school. Somebody called him a biscuit-eating bastard, and he said he liked biscuits. And that's all you could do. That's all you could worry about. Because one of the things in this world is people who don't feel good about themselves, or they not having anything going on with themselves, they'll try to mess with somebody else. But they can't mess with you if you give, first of all, whoever you are, whatever you got, however you look, you got to get comfortable with that. Now, I've talked about that for relationships, but that's just life in general. Whatever your height is, your body build is, whatever you got going on, the things you like to do. If it's certain things you like to do, I don't care what it is. You like to do it. Somebody try to say, well, you like doing that. And you just look at me like, yeah, motherfucker, yeah, I do. Now what? Just laugh at them. It's like, look, whatever you like to do, whatever you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. That's who you're going to, like, really engage yourself in being. You got to be comfortable with yourself. You got to love yourself. And well, even in part of love, see, love, I remember this OG back when I was young. And he told me, and so for people who got my book, Nice Guys and Players, Jim, we were both in the car with this OG, and he both asked us what was love. And we gave him all this romantic stuff and all of that mess. And he said, no, it's understanding, it's acceptance, it's tolerance. And he gave us all this other stuff. I always looked at love. I never looked at it, that whole lust thing, right? That's the same thing you got to do with yourself. Because I always say, you got to love yourself. You got to accept yourself. Whatever you are, you got to accept it. Like, one of the saddest things I see out here is when people just can't accept who they are. Yeah, and yes, you do want to still work to be your best, but that's still who you are. Like, when I talk about body game, there's only so far you're going to get. If you some big brolic dude naturally, you ain't going to be like one of those slim, lean dudes probably. And that's okay. That's okay. That's who you are. In fact, a lot of those big men and stuff, they be like, when they comfortable with who they are, they just be doing whatever. They don't care. And I can talk body game all I want, and they still say, hey, Rom, you know you want this rib, right? But they comfortable with it. Or, like say, let's talk about the physical part. Like say a guy's losing his hair. Okay, whatever. He's comfortable with it. He just shave it and just go with it. Like I said, this guy, basketball player who used to cut my hair in college. I never forget what he said. He said, if the good Lord is taking your hair, you just go with it. And the last time I saw his pic on Facebook, his head was totally shaved. He didn't worry about it. He didn't be like losing sleep. Like however you look, however your body is, hell, even your penis size. Even your penis size. There was some commenter. He commented on one of my videos saying, you know what, he got 4 inches and he just deal with it. In fact, I remember this a barber way back in the day. He was a tall dude. I don't know about him, but this is what he said. He said, shit, he got 3 inches if a woman just got to deal with it. But you know what? He was comfortable. He was comfortable wherever he was. And see, that's the thing. But see, you're going to get some people, they come after you because they can see you're not comfortable. Like, unfortunately, it's not just men, but men and women out here, they not comfortable with whatever they got. Whatever their weight is, whatever their height is, whatever their looks are, what they doing in life, their personal style, what they're wearing. You know, it's something. And see, you get some other people instead who's probably not comfortable with themselves either, but see, they will try to fuck with that person and they'll see it. In fact, you got some people out here, they can read other people real well. They can read them how they walking and whatever. In fact, I knew this lady, and she was real. You could really get her on that self-esteem thing, even though she was naturally beautiful. Shit. She was naturally beautiful, like in the 8 to 10 range when she was younger, and even being older, probably a good 6 to 7 range. Even with some age, she still was above average. But you could say whatever to her, and that would just fuck with her head. It was just like, please, it's just somebody jealous of you. You know, it's either like a woman jealous of you or a guy who realized he couldn't even get you. And, you know, she wasn't feeling good about herself. And I've seen so many people like that. See, ultimately, whoever you are, whatever you got to feel good about yourself. Now, I'm going to still maintain you still want to be your best self. But see, you're not even being your best self just so somebody don't mess with you or so that somebody will like you or leave you alone. Because somebody always going to fuck with you on something. You being your best self for yourself. You presenting your best self. You know, whatever your best self is and whatever you comfortable with. And really even more than your best self, but whatever you comfortable with. You know? If you comfortable being a certain body weight, okay, go for it. If you comfortable wearing your hair a certain way, okay, go for it. If you comfortable with a certain clothing style, okay, go for it. You don't worry about everybody else. This is what you like. You're not going to wear, like the clothing style thing, you're not going to wear some clothes just because everybody else wearing it. And I've seen some people like that. I've known some people like that. They had their own style. They didn't care whatever the style was. They were comfortable with it. They were authentic. Like on different levels, and they liked the things they liked. They got into the things that they got into. Now you got some people try to mess with you, but I'm gonna use that example. In fact, think about that example I used from high school, where You know, I'm gonna say it again. Some dude called this other dude a biscuit eating bastard, and he just looked back at him and said, I like biscuits. In fact, just think about that. Whatever somebody try to fuck with you on, just say, well, wait a minute, I like that. What's your point? And it's just life. That's just life. Because somebody will always try to come at you for something. Like, I'll use myself for an example again. I'm living my dream now. I'm doing the things I want to do. I have some sovereignty in my life. But there would be always somebody saying, oh, you're a dreamer, you this or that. And? Look at me now, motherfucker. Wait, shit, I ain't worried about a layoff. And I guarantee if I found any person that said, oh, you just a dreamer or something, they ain't doing shit with their lives. Probably worried about being laid off. Shoot. Probably worried about whatever. Meanwhile, I'm sitting around saying what I want to say in a car video. In which, if I didn't want to do, I don't have to do it. And I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. Because another way, like, let me use that for an example. Another way some people might want to gaslight is they say, well, you should do this, you should do that. No, motherfucker, I'm going to do it the way I want. Look, whatever you do, as long as you comfortable with it, as long as you comfortable with it, whatever you want to do. Now, if you want to change and you ask somebody, that's different. But if you comfortable with how you look, doing the things you want to do, that's it. Don't let nobody take you from that. Don't let nobody fuck with you. You know? And, you know, like even, since this is mostly men gets women. Because there's a lot of guys, because there's a lot of women that'll gaslight somebody, still try to mess with somebody, try to mess with them on something. And it usually is some woman you don't want. Some woman look jacked up with you, but whatever the case, they'll try to mess with somebody, say, oh, I don't like your shoes, I don't like this or that. Well, bitch, I like my shoes, whatever. Shit. And you can think it just like that. I like my motherfucking shoes. I like my clothes. This is my style. I ain't here to please you. If you don't like it, you just don't like it. But you got to feel good about yourself. Now, like I said, if you don't feel good about yourself, change it. You don't feel good about it, but don't change it for somebody. Like I'll use the man gets women example again. There's some women, like, let me use the height thing. Because, you know, you got some people out there, they'll pay like 6 figures just to get their height up. Because some woman said, oh, I don't like you that height. It'll be some woman who said it too. Right? But then, as soon as they get that height, they do all that, that same woman will find something else. Oh, I don't like your hair. You get some dudes, like, they getting hair plants and stuff like that. But then it'll be something else. I don't like your smile. If somebody don't like you, they ain't gonna like you. But if you good with it. And even when I say do that, only do those changes if you needed to feel good about yourself. If you're gonna do any changes to yourself. Even body game, as much as I preach it. If you comfortable, well, a main part of body game is just being comfortable with whatever your body build is. Being comfortable with it. That's the thing. That's the thing. Being comfortable with whatever your body build is. Being comfortable with yourself. Because I'm going to tell you what. Going through life, the reality is, there's always somebody going to dislike you. Going through life, there's always going to be somebody going to fuck with you. Please. Doing these videos, there's somebody who ain't going to like this video. I ain't going to lie, though. I kind of like it, though, because I know my videos are... See, you can't tell when you got thumbs down on videos anymore publicly, but privately, I can look and tell that video. I was like, oh, okay. The more thumbs down I get, I don't be sad because of it. I be like, oh, okay. Because it's usually, I get a lot of thumbs down on videos that get a lot of views. I get a lot of money. I'm hitting a lot of people. So I like that. But I stand by everything I said. You know? And that's something else real quick, because I remember I did a video back when Beard Game was like big, getting big. And I remember I specifically said, I don't think it'll last. I said so in the video. Then somebody saw the video, hit me back, you think you should get rid of it? I'm like, no, I'm going to stand by that shit. I said it then, I've left the video up. If you want to look for it, go for it. But, you know, you stand by who you are, what you say, what you do, because it's what you do. It's who you are. You feel good about yourself. See, nobody can when you feel good about yourself, nobody can say anything to you. It's like Sun Tzu would say, if you're strong within, nobody from without can defeat you. See, nobody can fuck with you if you know who you are. I see a Tesla in front of me. You know, I like those Teslas. I don't like the trucks. But I like all the other Teslas. They do look nice. But anyway, you got to you got to be comfortable with who you are no matter what. No matter what you do. You can't let nobody fuck with that. Nobody. I don't care who it is. Family, whatever. If you want to wear your hair a certain way, that's what you want to do. If you're a certain height, that's who you are. If you got a certain style, that's who you are. I don't care what it is. As a man, you have to be comfortable with who you are, no matter what. Because there's always going to be, I don't care what you got. I don't care how handsome you are, there's going to be somebody who don't like it. I don't care how tall you are, there's still somebody who's not going to like it. I don't care what you are. Shoot, I don't care how cut you are. Talking about body game, there's somebody who ain't gonna like it. I don't care what it is. Wait a minute. There's always something. But nobody can fuck with you if you're comfortable with yourself. Because that's the whole point of gaslighting, to make you feel bad. And they try to be slick about it. And you know what's funny about some people trying to gaslight? They'll do it in such a way like they trying to be helpful. I was like, motherfucker, you ain't trying to be helpful. Know the game. Know the game. You ain't doing shit. But you gotta be that, because I'm gonna tell you what. You going through life, there's always gonna be somebody. Always going to be somebody trying to come for you, going to be jealous of you. In fact, you want people to really be jealous of you and all of that. You want them to be jealous of you, because that means you're doing something with your life. And see, ultimately, that's how you have to look at it. You want to go through life and always be about something, always be doing something. Because somebody always going to come for you, but you got to be comfortable with yourself. You got to be strong within yourself. You know? Somebody call you a biscuit-eating bastard. You got to just look at him and say, I like biscuits. I wonder how that dude doing. Anyway, yeah, that's just some life game, man. That goes beyond man gets woman, just how you are out here. Because, trust me, like, you know, on Saturdays, I'm always doing the Sovereign Man videos. And I'm going to tell you what, if you self-improving, everybody ain't going to like it. Everybody is not going to like it. Trust me. You might think everybody be cool and be like, yeah, you doing your thing. No, they ain't. They ain't going to like it. They going to come for you. They're going to have some issues. They're going to try to find something. If you too much, they'll try to break you down. You know, it's like I mentioned when I was one of my 1,000 jobs, and I was I was on this job. I was working at a gym. I was selling memberships, and I sold it to an office. And at the office, everybody would come together except this one woman who was a life-size Barbie. I mean, she was very beautiful, naturally beautiful, roll out of bed beautiful. And they just didn't like her. They didn't like her for what? She was beautiful. Great genetics. Shoot. Great genetics. Yes, shoot. Nah, I was about to say something, but that'll get kind of political. But she did. She was one of the sweetest people, though. But they ain't like her. There's always going to be somebody that don't like you for whatever. You know what? Love yourself. Love yourself. Feel good about yourself, whatever you doing, all right? So, anyway, that's all I got for today. That's that life game. That goes beyond man gets women. Just living in life, period. You know? Just living in life, period. Anyway, I get back with y'all. Peace.